One video went viral.
And I did not expect this, but it kind of took off.
Really helped me get watch hours.
As you can see here, the video didn't blow up overnight, but it just kept steadily climbing.
YouTube started recommending it to people and everything changed. Suddenly we were getting hundreds of watch hours every day.
It's my first show that is about to reach 100,000 views and I was so excited.
But suddenly YouTube just picked up my video. I was really happy.
Based on one video I posted, I gained over 1,000 subscribers.
That video went viral. I had gained 1,700 subscribers.
Was this one video that has taken off, and it has been going off since then, and that video is pretty much why I'm monetized right now.
It will be one video that makes a significant jump in your channel.
Well, there you have it, guys. It's as simple as that. You just need one video to go viral and you're monetized. And that is great. How do you make that happen? 30 days ago, I set the goal of being monetized in 30 days. The reasons for that are manifold. But number one, finances being what they are, we can't do this indefinitely. So it needs to launch, and it needs to launch quickly. I told my wife I would be able to pull this off in 30 days, and I don't want to be made a liar. However, I didn't realize exactly how difficult this challenge would be. So it turns out that it's not just a matter of hard work. In the long term, yeah, hard work is certainly what is required. It's just like any business. A social media influencer is still an occupation, and it requires discipline. You get up and you got to go to work. Okay, so I did that to the extreme. I mean, I have been working 14-hour days, essentially. Just to give you a rough idea of where I'm at with the channel. We started out with like 12 videos, mostly music videos that I had done like anywhere between 11 and 5 years ago, and I had about 28 subscribers. Where we're at now is I have 272. I'm averaging about 124,000 views in a 28-day period. Lifetime views, I think I'm over 200,000. I know that much. I have 1,400 watch hours, verified watch hours that count. And actually I have a total of 3,000 watch hours if you consider all of the shorts, etc., etc. I knew going into this that I was going to need some type of viral hit in order to take me over the finish line. And so the plan is that I would crank out as many videos as I possibly could in the hopes that something would take off. Now, the best video that I've had so far out of the 419 that I've uploaded in those 28 days is about 9,000 views on a short. In order to make it in 30 days, I got to have that viral hit. I got to have something take off. As much as I've tried, right now the view count is abysmal. It's trickled down to nothing. Now, I mean, I figured out that I can stimulate the economy essentially. Whoa. What is going on, cats? Jeez. Can you guys calm down over here? Trying to do a video. You're just a little spat. All right, so I figured out that if I just keep uploading, stimulating the economy, if you will, it'll chew on it. It has a test pattern that it's like, oh, a new video. Great. We'll run it through a test and see what it can do, right? And consistently, I was getting 1,000 to 1,500 views on a lot of these videos, and that's why my view count is, 124,000 with 272 subscribers. The plan worked, and long term, it's going to work. I may have to kick out 1,000 videos in order to make that work, in a short period of time, like 2 months. I mean, it could have happened if I had just gotten that one video that took off. Just like in the intro there, you saw they had the one video. I've watched hundreds of videos on the subject of going viral, what it takes. Who knows? I don't know. At this point, I've gotten into the pattern now where I can consistently crank out 20 videos in a day. Not a problem because I can do one or two good cat skits and maybe a drone video and a music video or something like that to get two long form videos, 18 riddle videos, and just kind of schedule them throughout the day, and it just kind of stimulates the view count. It's like, oh, a new video, great, let's send it through its test cycle. Oh, you get 1,500 views and it's done. So basically you can brute force your way to monetization. Okay, it's doable, but it's a back-breaking haul. I mean, I'm exhausted. Okay, I need a vacation. It's a back-breaking haul. I've done nothing but sit in my lazy boy chair and crank out video after video after video after video. I've lost track. Okay, now obviously I'm using the chat GPT in order to optimize workflow and title generation, descriptions, and SEO and all that good stuff, title tags and pinned comments and so on and so forth, which has been a great time saver. It's just me and chat GPT. So if he steers you wrong, well, you're in trouble. I'm trying to keep things light here and fun, because without that, then this is is not the right job for you unless you keep it fun and you follow your passions and you do what it is that you do. Okay, we all do stuff, right? But I love cats, and I recognized early on that cats are a topic that people also enjoy. So I do a lot of cat content, and hopefully that'll take off. But right now, here's where we're at. We're about halfway there. I know that the subscriber count's going to jump if I do get that one video that pops. And the view time, the watch time hours are slowly ticking in. I'm at 1,400, approaching 1,500, and though that number is going to continue to climb as I continue to produce and produce and produce more. Yeah, you need a viral hit in order to get monetized in 30 days. Some people, you could get monetized in one day if you crank out a video that is dynamite or whatever. Somehow, some way, it gets into traffic, and then people are like, yeah, this is great. I've got videos out there where the retention rate is well over 400%. The people, it got 36 views, but like 5 watch hours from because they just watched it over and over and over again. So why didn't that go viral? I don't know. Maybe it will. 30 days is not a very long time. If the title of this video is how to get monetized in 30 days, then my answer is, well, you have to have a viral video, because otherwise you're looking at a slow, torturous grind. It isn't torturous. It's I've never been more motivated in my life to make something work. And so I've put in a massive effort. Most people don't even have 100 view videos up, and I've managed to do 419 in 28 days. So that's a lot of work, and so I'm tired, and I'm a little bit frustrated because I figured out of all of those something would have taken off, but nope. So it's back to the grind. We'll just keep grinding. I'm gonna take a break now that I have not achieved my goal, but goals are great. They're good for motivation, to keep you on track, to drive you. But at the end of the day, a goal is, unless you want to be depressed and all despondent because you didn't meet your goal, you just pivot. You just change the goal, right? That's what I do. I'm like, okay, so it didn't happen in 30 days. Maybe it'll happen in 60 days. But the question is, can I hold out financially? But again, the other issue, by the way, is, just because you got monetized doesn't mean that you're going to be rolling in the dough after all of the paperwork is settled and you start actually getting paid. It turns out that, if you don't have the right content, if you don't have, if your long form videos are like 5 minutes long, well, you're not going to get a lot of ad placement. You need to have like 10-minute long videos. I'm creating a field of videos that will be monetizable and will start earning me some money, assuming that the views are there and all that good stuff. So one of the hardest things for me was sifting through all the noise. There's just a lot of people screaming out, you can get monetized in 3 days if you do this, right? Ugh. You can get away with stuff like that. You can pull one over on people and get views. That's all they're doing is creating videos to get views for themselves. They're preying on our ignorance. They're saying, hey, come look over here. I've got the secret. No, they don't. They don't have the secret. If they had the secret, they would have kept it to themselves and made millions of dollars. There are some that are giving away secrets that that are legitimate, but you gotta sift through a lot of noise to get to it. That's what I'm trying to say. What he's attacking me. Why? What did I do, sir? So hey, there you go. That's it. All you have to do is get a viral video and you'll be monetized in days. That's all it takes. But how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you get that viral content? What does it take? Do I have to saw a cat in half with a butter knife? Is that what it takes? No. Hey, there's a cat right in front of my video, as usual. Become hell or high water, we're getting monetized. It's just a matter of time, okay? We're not giving up. No, my back is really hurting from sitting in that chair. Do you have Do you have any idea how hard it is to crank out 419 videos in 28 days? It's pretty damn hard. It's very hard, isn't it, Greg? I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't go to the gym anymore. I just make videos. That's it. All right, so just one last thing before I forget. If you haven't subscribed yet, I could certainly use your subscription and your views and, you know, help a poor guy out. The cats will love you for it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Unsubscribe.